Yes, Mama Clark, how we doing?
I think we're muted.
I'm good for a senior citizen. How are you? Thank you so much for the work that you do on our behalf.
Armenia.
Coming from a small island, you're doing really great.
Well, I come from a small island, too.
I think hers is nicer and warmer.
Michael, is Staten Island?
Where are your policies?
So you know Henry Hudson, he was sailing, and he looked at his left, he said,
Is Staten Island? Yep.
All right, you small islanders, stop it. Let islanders talk to islanders. The rest of you don't know what we're talking about.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Item 1 is the Vice Chancellor's report. I will now call on Vice Chancellor Denise Maybank to give her report. Vice Chancellor.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Chair Arvanites, for this opportunity.
What is happening over there?
Okay. That's not
Somebody
good.
hit a button?
Is it getting caught on something?
That's odd.
That can wait for the Facilities Committee.
It's right in here, so that's
And then when they figure it out, they need to wait for the finance to get
Somebody must have hit a button.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Alex.
It's stuck on the sprinkler.
I'm on a roll today.
Somebody probably hit a button by mistake over there.
I am always grateful for a wonderful opening. But again, good afternoon, everyone. I want to begin by acknowledging our new USS chairperson, Daniel Woodson, for joining us today. We're glad to have you as a part of this committee. Given we have reached that time in the year of Thanksgiving, that is the focus of my report today. I begin with a quote from John Fitzgerald Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. And at CUNY, we live by our opportunities for Thanksgiving and gratitude. And I just want to share some of the things that are going on around the university related. In terms of recognitions, the Medgar Evers chapter of the NAACP was recognized at the 88th New York State Convention for its outreach work as a college chapter. Bronx Community College and Borough of Manhattan Community College both received acknowledgement from the Civic Nation organization as 2024 all-in most engaged campuses for college student voting, something for which we can be grateful and thankful. All-In's Most Engaged Campuses recognizes colleges and universities making intentional efforts to increase nonpartisan democratic engagement and college student voting. In terms of funding and philanthropy, Medgar Evers College Transition Academy received a $255,000 award from the Gerstner Philanthropies to provide Helping Hands emergency grants to students. In addition, the Transition Academy received another $50,000 grant from the New York Presbyterian to help support its food pantry and student support operations during this time of year. The Graduate Center received a second grant from the Petrie Foundation for its food pantry, and also received a commitment for additional funds from another external source, unnamed. The Vice President's Office received, and this is for LaGuardia Community College, received a $5.8 million grant from the State Department of Ed to support career readiness for students with disabilities. The Athletics and Rec Department of LaGuardia recently partnered with Comedy Records Hoops and Mothers of Professional Basketball Players Incorporated to raise mental health awareness among student athletes and leaders. They received an additional $1,000 donation to continue that work. The Petrie Foundation also renewed a grant to the Graduate Center again in the amount of $5,000. And the Office of Financial Aid received $250,000 to be administered for emergency grants from the Vanguard Charitable Helping Hands, for their Helping Hands Emergency Grant. In terms of service and celebration, Lehman College has 67 registered clubs, and which is the largest number of clubs since before the pandemic. All clubs were recognized and celebrated for their work this semester, which offered a total of 400 events and activities just within the semester for students. Last Thursday, the Office of Campus Life within the Division of Student Affairs and the Student Government Association hosted a club award ceremony and International Day of Thanks dinner. Macaulay Scholars Council and Help the Homeless Club have been hosting a food drive throughout the course of the month. And Macaulay Service Initiative participated in 2 community service events with fresh pantries to ensure those in the community had food. Peer Mentors volunteered with the materials for the arts program, and immigrant student support at Macaulay hosted a particular food distribution. Baruch recently celebrated and completed its 40th Student Leadership Weekend. There were 100 students who attended the annual student retreat, and it combines learning with leadership and practicing leadership outside of the classroom. This was an immersion experience for students where they explored their values, explored communication, and participated in team building activities. At the end of the retreat, students are allowed to connect between various leadership experiences and begin to develop their unique leadership style across their organizations. They concluded their event with the hashtag Unstoppable. Queensborough Community College hosted its first annual Thanksgiving for international students, creating a community for international students who have never experienced a traditional Thanksgiving meal. Queensborough Community College Athletics also hosted its first annual QCC Turkey Trot this past weekend, raising funds for athletics. The Borough of Manhattan Community College First Gen Day of Celebration was hosted on November 7th, and it honored first-generation college students, with them participating in various activities, including writing letters to their future selves, engaging in trivia games, and sharing a meal together. They also received T-shirts, because you can't have a CUNY event without T-shirts, stickers, and were proudly celebrating their identity and joy as first-generation college students. On December 12th, the Brooklyn College LGBTQI+ Resource Center, in collaboration with the LGBTQI+ Alliance, will be hosting the first ever CUNY-wide Vogue Ball in celebration of its 10th year anniversary on December 12th, 2024. We have much to be thankful for and much to be grateful about in this week and in the coming weeks leading up to the end of the semester. And I end with a quote from Charlie Brown. What if today we were grateful for everything? Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Maybank. Moving on to the second action item 2A, is there approval of the minutes of the October 9th, 2024 meeting? I move the approval of action item 2A. Do I have a second?
Second.
Is there
Second.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed?
Aye.
Any abstentions? That passes 5-0. With no other action items on the policy counter and no information items, I will now make a motion to go into executive session to consider a student disciplinary appeal. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All right, we will not convene in public session. We are now in executive session.
Yeah.